Okay, here we are, Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press, here at the Southern District of New York Courthouse. Today, Thursday, April 17th, 2025. Luigi Mangione. We thought that Friday was just the due date for his lawyers to reply in support of their bid to get the death penalty off the table here in the SDNY. However, they filed that yesterday, and there's some rumblings that we'll report first and perhaps only here that Friday may be more than a filing deadline. I don't know. The filing does say that that is the current, it's been extended several times, deadline to indict. Now, previously, Mangione's lawyers have agreed to continue that, to keep kicking the can down the road for 30 days. Seems like maybe this time they're not agreeing to that, and they want a showdown of whether they're going to get an indictment with the death penalty in it by that time. Meanwhile, Jay Clayton, who had been nominated to be the U.S. Attorney in the Southern District of New York, has been blocked by Senator Schumer, apparently. So he's been named on an interim basis. How long that can last and what will happen next, I don't know. And what role he'll play in this relatively big decision remains to be seen. Meanwhile, in the Diddy case, which is considered by many to be the biggest case pending here, I'm not sure if it is. We've written 2 books about it. Did he do it and did he detain? So we're into it. But it looks like it may be delayed. There's been a request by Diddy's lawyers with many redactions to delay the trial, apparently by 2 weeks, based on victim 4 and not having communications that they think the government could and should get for them. The judge submarinian has said that he's going to deal with this on Friday. That would be tomorrow, and we'll be covering that at 11 a.m. But today, a twofer. This morning, the continuation of the Sarah Palin trial with James Bennett, then the editorial page editor of the New York Times, of the infamous, or at least litigated, editorial about America's toxic politics that linked Sarah Palin's PAC and a map of congressional districts in the crosshairs with the Gabby Giffords shooting, which both sides seems to agree was not related. But whether the correction which didn't name her was enough, in any case, that trial is going forward. It's the retrial. And also the closing arguments in U.S. versus Nadine Menendez. It's been 2 days off other than a charging conference. And today, 3 hours of government closings, 2 hours of Barry Coburn for Nadine. And the judge has pretty much guaranteed that he's not going to get to his legal instructions. So the jury will get the case tomorrow, Friday, while the Diddy thing is going on. So this is the world life of SDNY. There are, of course, big cases like Hilmar Abrego Garcia and Mahmoud Khalil and others that we're covering remotely from Louisiana, Greenbelt, Maryland, and elsewhere. But we're mostly on SDNY, and that's what today will bring. Now, we do cover the UN. We're not able to get in, but alongside the scoops that we're writing from whistleblowers, yesterday the UN itself put on its website in the morning several new cases of rapes by UN peacekeepers in the various peacekeeping missions. From Pakistan and Morocco, the peacekeepers came to the Central African Republic, one of the most failed states on earth, although they're going crypto. And so we asked the day's spokesman, Miss Stephanie Tremblay, just basic questions. What's been done for the victims? What's the status of the cases? And no answers at all. So public money is being taken by an organization which sends rapist peacekeepers to impoverished African nations. And when written questions are asked about the status of those cases, no information is given. It's unaccountable, and it must end. The ban on the press must end, and the raping of beneficiaries should end as well. Probably more important, but both are important, and they're related. We're going in, Inner City Press.